everybody. Welcome back once again to the Retro Wrestling Review WCW podcast. I'm Gene Jackson along with broadcast Bob Anderson. And Bob, we are working our way through 1989, talking about all the clashes, all the pay-per-views, and now we are already halfway through as June 14th, 1989, airing live on TBS, Clash of the Champions VII, Guts and Glory, live from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. What do you remember about watching this one on your TV set back in the day?
Well, I mean, we've just finished up the big Ric Flair injury angle. The Funker's in full effect now. Muda's in full effect now. So I didn't look ahead, so I don't remember all the matches, but I know we're building toward the Bash, which, like I've said before, is one of my favorite shows of all time, let alone 89. And, you know, we don't have, what do we have on the other channels? The Team Challenge series is probably in full effect by now.
Yes.
I don't know why I keep saying
we're not
full
quite
effect,
to having green screen crowds yet, but we're well on our way, unfortunately. So
89 WWF's not bad, but this is a peak year for WCW. So
yeah, we're June 14th, so we're just a little under or a little over a month, I'd say, because July 23rd was the Great American Bash pay-per-view in Baltimore, which would be the return of Ric Flair from that injury. You're going to see a couple of sit-down, pre-recorded interviews from home from Flair during this time, but he's not on TV. There's that one where he's like wearing a Lakers jacket, which always felt weird to me for some reason. Seeing Flair,
anytime Flair was dressed down, it just looked wrong.
Yeah, it's like, did y'all catch him off guard? Did he not know y'all were coming? What's happening here? But you know, like you said, the Funker's running wild on TBS during this time. He's having fun singles matches on the Pro and World Championship Wrestling on Saturday night. He's pile driving people on the floor. He wrestles a rookie Eddie Guerrero somewhere in there. As we build towards the Great American Bash, we have the famous promo where he puts the guy in the robe and blonde wig and paints a yellow streak on him and all that, which reportedly was not well received by Ric Flair or his family. Apparently his father-in-law spoke out about that, is the story that goes around. And according to Doug Gilbert over on Dangerous Conversations, this was a time when Eddie had a big hand in the booking committee, and apparently he was very high on bringing Terry Funk in, and he helped Terry come up with that whole yellow streak down the back Ric Flair angle, which I believe it sounds like something straight out of Memphis, you know, so that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to get this thing going here, and we'll play the intro, and then we'll get to call on the action here on the watch-along portion. Well, there we go.
Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and under the steady gaze of Iron Mike, the symbol of the United States Army worldwide, World Championship Wrestling presents tonight a top 10 showdown featuring number 10 contender Terry Funk versus the number 1 contender Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Plus, who will become the newest Freebird when the semifinals of the World Tag Team Title Tournament continues tonight on the Clash of Champions VII, Guts and Glory. Now let's go to Jim Ross and Bob Caudle.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the jam-packed arena here in Fort Bragg, North.
By God!
By God, everybody, look at these frat boys. I like how we had the official WCW Top 10, and we're getting a match between official Top 10 members like it really mattered.
Yes, number 1, Ricky Steamboat.
Wait,
10,
time out. What is this frosted tip shit that JR's got going on here?
He was going for a different look here. He's trying to be cool, Jim, here.
By God, I'm a metrosexual, Bob.
I'm trying to please Bischoff before he gets into power eventually. They are packed into this place like sardines, dude.
You ain't kidding.
Look how tight all these shots of the crowd, man. They are crammed together. we got David Flair in a crew T-shirt standing right behind him, it looks like. I mean, he's right there in the shot. I guess he's trying to keep the fans back and not
he may be
sticking up middle fingers and things. But all right, there we go.
Well, now, if this is going to happen, they better send Volkov out next so we can respect his singing of the Russian national anthem.
That's equal time. I always just assumed, I remember this to be like, I know it's at like Fort Bragg, so I thought this probably had like some kind of name that was fitting, but like this is called the Rich Epps Fitness Center, which sounds like you're wrestling in literally like a gym.
Right.
But it does look bigger than that, but...
Are we starting the Daytona 500 here? What's happening?
That's what it feels like. This is a very weird start to a Clash or any wrestling show for that matter. They teased there at the beginning. We got the semifinals of the World Tag Team Title Tournament. We're going to be seeing the Freebirds, and we're going to find out, much to our surprise, I'm sure, who the new Freebird is, the official new Freebird is. And they're going to be taking on the Dynamic Dudes. So that's a dream match if you ever heard one. Now, we all know who this second Freebird's going to turn out to be, but if it wasn't him, and it couldn't be Terry Gordy, can you think of anybody else on the WCW roster at the time you would like to have seen plugged into that other Freebird spot with Michael Hayes?
Ranger Ross, maybe?
Hey, I don't think he qualifies, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's really only one obvious choice. I mean, who do you plug in when you got an empty spot and you got to put somebody in there in a tag team or pretty much any situation in WCW in 1989?
Let's see. Van Hammer's not there yet. I don't know who you thinking, Gene.
I'm thinking Jammin' Jack Victory myself.
That's a good plan.
Imagine him out there doing that silly dance to Bad Street USA with Michael Hayes.
And I still say this would have been a great time to bring in John Tatum.
Absolutely. I mean, if you could have took Michael Hayes out and made John Tatum and Jack Victory the Freebirds, let Michael Hayes just live on commentary, I think.
Or John Tatum and Terry Gordy.
Oh, my goodness.
Or John Tatum and anybody.
There's the Missy out doing some basic training with the guys, if you know what I mean. Here comes, is that G.I. Bro? No, that is Ranger Ross coming in our living rooms right here at a high rate of speed.
I'm sure he combat kicked somebody.
That's right. Hide your bank vaults. He's here.
Before he went to glory in Missy Hyatt's guts.
Here she comes in.
I think it's the other way around.
Boy, yeah, this is usually anyway, I was thinking, well, this is Patreon. We can say some things, but I forget the audio of this goes everywhere. So,
oh yeah,
I'll hold back a little.
I like Missy Hyatt.
Oh, I do too, but that don't mean the rumors about her aren't absolutely true.
Well, okay. I mean, I think she'll admit to them. So.
Yeah, I mean, she wrote a whole book about it. So,
I have not had the pleasure of reading that.
Really?
Or displeasure.
Well,
yeah.
I can send you a PDF of it if you want.
Oh no!
Here they come.
Poor Shane.
Cut the fucking music. He probably wanted to say that whenever this Fat Boys song was playing at the time. I think that's what they were coming out to. Let's find the sound from it here. Oh, I forgot. No, this is from the network, so they've cut it for generic house music. But
let me ask you a question, Gene. If I could get you one of those hats today, would you wear it?
Not out of my house. Maybe here on the podcast, but I certainly wouldn't be caught dead with that back in '89 or right now, for that matter. They truly thought, from all accounts, that these guys were going to be the new Rock and Roll Express of the '90s, the Dynamic Dudes.
Who is the mystery Freebird? I can't see. Oh my God, it's Jimmy Garvin.
Wow, who could have called that one? I mean, he's pretty much been an unofficial Freebird since like '83 here. And much to no one's surprise, there he is. And there's Gordy. who could have been in this match, but no. He's just going to stand at ringside with his thumb up his ass while we have to watch Jimmy Garvin try to be a road warrior.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite Cornette stories.
But you know, it's not his fault. Or so he would tell us repeatedly in the camera.
I'm going to tell you, I was a Jimmy Garvin fan, like during the whole, like when Flair was trying to take Precious.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I like Jimmy Garvin. When I was, what would I have been then? 9?
Naive? Oh, 9.
Well, yeah, 9 and naive. But
I don't know. I wasn't back then. Later on, I came to sort of appreciate that era of Jimmy Garvin. But back then, I wasn't a Garvin guy. Jimmy or Ronnie, for that matter.
I can understand. The only time I liked Ronnie was when he put that stupid gimmick on his leg, and somehow it made the figure 4 not hurt him.
Boy, wasn't that something? Valentine gets one, and then Ronnie Garvin gets one, and that's the crux of their entire feud there.
The Hammer Jammer.
Hammer Jammer. And then years later, Jimmy Hart and them go on a search through pawn shops and back lots and rooms trying to find the damn thing. I'm like, nobody kept that. Whoever had that threw it out, I'm sure. Like, oh, geez. Like, we don't want to remember this.
I'll give you $1.75 for it. I'm gonna need at least tree fitty.
I can't believe Johnny Ace just hit a sunset flip from the top rope. Must have been an accident. He must have failed trying to do a crossbody or something. Boy, Gordy's got his headband on tonight. He's ready. He's got the leather vest. He could be in there kicking some ass right now, but nope. Jimmy Garvin's the new Freebird. Fuck us.
At least this isn't Michael Hayes against the Russian Assassin.
That's true. For basically an Iron Man match, it felt like. I mean, it felt like the Brett and Shawn 60-minute one, just without any of the good wrestling.
Pretty much.
They're getting behind the dudes here.
Sorry about my long pause there. I was like, are they like berets at ringside for security? And that seems like slight overkill. I mean, if I were there, I'd want to kill these guys too. But I mean,
yeah. Just to give a nice little tease to everybody who may not realize this, coming up a little later in this program, we are going to, if you're watching this on Patreon, you're going to see it. But if not, get to hear us talk about it right here. The Ding Dongs. Yes, the infamous Ding Dongs will be in action here on this Clash of the Champions.
And if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon to see that, why the hell not?
Yeah, now's as good a time as any.
Buy the shirt.
Jump on Patreon, see the Ding Dongs. And we're not talking about, hours. We're just talking about them.
Yeah, that's a much higher tier.
This is Patreon, not OnlyFans, so calm down.
The Broadcast Bob OnlyFans is very exclusive.
Whoa, look at that. Garvin.
You ain't kidding about Garvin working like a road warrior.
I'm telling you, man, he forgot all about that whole Gorgeous Jimmy stuff. And he's like, yeah.
Guy gets on the juice for 6 weeks and he's like, fuck you.
He's like, I'm bigger than Gordy. Watch when I get there. And they're like,
Whoa, what a rush.
I actually like the Freebirds in this era. Ashamed to say. I don't know. Because I had been watching Legends of World Class every day on ESPN and got to see the Texas version. And so seeing them, pop up here, even if it wasn't Buddy Roberts, but having a trio of them, I thought was pretty cool.
I mean, Buddy Roberts was not I mean, everybody's like, oh, Buddy was the worker of the group. And I'm like, really?
No, Buddy was the jobber of the group. Like, somebody had to get pinned, and Hayes wasn't going to do it. Gordy sure as hell wasn't going to do it. They weren't going to ask him. So it was like, pin you, Buddy. And Buddy's like, I'm 50 and got a job. Hell yeah. Pin me. Pay me.
Pay me so I buy some Jack Daniels.
Exactly.
Well, so far, the only person that Garvin has sold for in this match is Hayes. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I really didn't pay attention to that about Garvin until Cornette pointed it out. And when I started to go back rewatching stuff, like, oh shit, he's right. This was a whole different Jimmy Garvin here. And you see his arms do have a hint of muscular definition to him. That
and he's not quite as flabby.
Yeah, he's not quite as flabby as when Precious was out there spraying air freshener in everybody's face. I was watching an old AWA show from '85 here a while back, and it was him and Steve Regal, the AWA tag champs, and they were they weren't at the Showboat. It was the older ones were at a different casino,
right?
And poor Gary Michael Capetta is trying to ring announce, and Precious is just crossing back and forth in front of him, just spraying that air. He never sells it. It doesn't affect his ring announcing whatsoever. But there's just a fucking cloud over his head where she's just sprayed out half that bottle. And I was like, that dude is a professional, because I would have started gagging and went like, bitch, quit. Like, I'm trying to do my job.
Oh, I was going to say, is he going to do some Lucha Jimmy shit here?
Not only am I...
Where the fuck is Hayes going?
Oh, shit, here it comes, that senton we used to remember back in the day. Called it the double date. Ooh, big boot to the head. Tommy Young, the referee here. We got the Coors Light ring post covers going, as Jim Ross would point out throughout the night.
When do the Ruse ring post covers get here?
Oh, they're coming in 1990 when
all right,
good old Jim Hurd gets really in charge.
Ruse. They get Ruse, and WWF gets the JVC Kaboom box. Karate Fighters.
Karate Fighters. Love it.
Oh, Shane's fired up. Look at this babyface fire right here.
I love it.
Did you see that fucking tweet I sent you from Sandman?
Yes.
Sorry, not to. Sandman sent out a tweet about it was him in Puerto Rico, and he's like, that Puerto Rican cocaine was great. Look at all that babyface fire. So.
For some reason, I read it in his voice.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. Look at all that babyface fire.
I was all fired up that night. Yo. Oh, big double drop kick, shades of the rock and roll. Oh, wait, that's why they're like the Rock and Roll Express.
Michael Hayes does his selling for the match. There's Jimmy Garvin's bump. Cut him off. There it goes.
We done bumped. Cut him off.
Yep, shut it down. Poor Shane thinks he's finally... Oh, Johnny Ace says, fuck you, buddy.
Hayes taking 2 bumps to the floor. Gordy was like, all right, Michael, you got to take 2 bumps since I ain't working.
Uh-oh.
I think I see this finish coming.
I smell a DDT coming. Oh, right on top of his head. 1, 2, 3. All right. Freebirds advance. Boy, I sure was looking forward to that big Dynamic Dudes World Tag Team title reign, but we would have to wait never for that to happen.
Yeah, we're going to have to. You'll have to watch some All Japan if you want to see Johnny Ace with some belts.
That's right. But our number one contender here will eventually, later on down the road, team up with our favorite Dynamic Dude and get his own tag team title reign that way in the future. So
I assume the belt he wore the most over there was Mrs. Baba's. But
I would imagine so. Probably around his neck, doing some kind of weird fucking
in excess lead singer thing.
Exactly. Erotic asphyxiation or whatever the fuck they call it. All right. Of course, Jimmy got the pin, even though he didn't hit the DDT. He's going to be the one. I'm getting the pin tonight, right, Michael?
Oh no. What do we have here?
This is Jack Victory's new role.
Oh, it's Special Agent Jack.
My God.
Jesus better be good. Hello, what is it? Oh, hello, Mr. President. It's really not a very,
I love that Victory is both the guy in the ring here and the guy who took out the
all you have to do is call the wrestling hotline.
The Wrestling Hotline.
He's the guy who opens up the case with the phone so they can call Paul E to go to the match where he's actually wrestling in the match, kicking the guy with the weakest kicks known to man. What a weird scenario. Phone number no longer active, Bob. Don't go calling that now.
What, 1-900-909-9900?
Etched in your memory forever, right?
Fuck yes, it is.
It was a very easy number to remember. Series of 9s.
My name's Corporal Pace. I'm from Newburgh, Indiana. Just want to say hi to my mom and dad and my wife, Carol. Love her at 87.
Your mom's a whore. Oh, wait, I should say
Is that John Cena?
that. No, we couldn't see him.
Oh, yeah, we saw him, so obviously it wasn't him. All right, here we go. Dropping a cannon down here.
Wrestling fans, the following contest
Is that the terrorist?
of Champions
That is the terrorist.
for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing
Wikipedia will tell you that's Jack Victory, but that is not. Now, you see that tape around the neck of the girl?
That is
with the mask
amazing.
there?
You've told me the story. That is...
It sounded so absurd, like when he told it, I'm like, it's not that I don't believe him, but I just have to go see what that even looks like. And when I pulled it up, I'm like, that is clearly what's happening here. That is a Great Muta entrance mask with tape around it. Holy shit.
That is
Lord.
freaking fabulous. And WCW to a T.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
What, like Jack Victory didn't have 6 extra masks in his bag that Doug could have used?
Exactly. Even if you're not using Jack Victory, you could have used his mask. I'm sure he just loaned you one. Apparently, he didn't have his Dark Patriot mask yet in '89. No Freddy Krueger mask yet.
Many friends still at this place. I talked to the ranger earlier, and he said he had been here for a day or so and he'd had a great time visiting.
We'll kill the sound again.
A true blue American.
Of course, if we don't, we keep the sound up, we'll hear Jim Ross. I'll get a shot of him sweating like a hoe in church going, boy, Bob, see that Coors Light turnbuckle over there? Boy, a good cold Coors Light go good right now, wouldn't it? I'd blow the whole Oklahoma Sooner football team to get just one sip.
Why should he do that when he wouldn't need a Coors Light?
All he needs is an opportunity.
Yeah.
So
Let him
Doug
yell.
just got into his dad Tommy Gilbert's hunting clothes here, and they're like, grab any bit of hunting paraphernalia you got and come on up here. And then he got there and was like, I don't have a mask. And they're like, shit. Muta, can you help us out? All right, they found one indifferent woman in the crowd to get a shot of there. But it's like 150 degrees in this place in June.
And he's
on
in
pants, long sleeve shirt. He had that jacket on till just a moment ago.
gloves and a mask.
Gloves and a mask that doesn't breathe at all. Shit, this would have been one of them, all right, dude, I come out and attack you, you reverse it, combat kick, we take it to the house by a good
Yeah,
9
right.
seconds. Show everybody how tough you Rangers are.
I was going to say, we're going to try to beat Bundy's record from WrestleMania 2.
Oh, there's some of that
Oh, karate. That's
fine
from the
karate.
Stan Lane school right there.
That's right. He's the original karate fighter. Up to that, and bang, right on the
Oh,
chin.
that was a training kick.
Tremendous.
That wasn't a combat kick.
That's right. His head would have been removed had it been an actual combat kick. Minute 25, Ranger Ross gets the win over the terrorist.
It was definitely not a cryonic kick.
No. No, they haven't even created that yet in 1989. There we go. Leapfrog.
Barely cleared him. It really should.
Boom. Right on the chin. Perfectly executed. Shawn
Perfectly.
Michaels, eat your heart out, sir.
And then Doug ran to the back and started stripping.
Yeah, he's pulling his mask off before he gets halfway up the aisle, if I'm him.
Well, it probably took him a minute and a half. It took him longer than the match to untape the fucking thing.
God, yes. Somebody get this off my head. All right, here's a shot of the Road Warriors from
1983.
and then we jump up to 89. This has to be that homemade Iron Man song they use. Kind of shocked they were able to get by with this because they actually say, but they say Iron Man and not Iron Man. So I guess that's.
And it says we instead of I.
Yeah. So I guess that's enough to. In '89, anyway, they weren't checking it that close back
Right.
then. But
I mean, look at what ECW got away with for 6 years.
yeah. You reckon these guys were calling each other oos back then, or is that a more new age term for Samoans?
Yeah, I'm going to say they weren't.
Double clothesline, oos.
We snack on danger and dine on death. Tell him, Hawk.
Oh boy, all the Varsity Club Road Warrior matches that happened during this time.
Yeah, right.
And then we jump back to 1981. Where they're wearing assless chaps.
I mean, can you blame them?
Well, you know the old saying, all chaps are assless, but they fight all the way up the aisle.
It's quite the video package there.
All right, I just want to say hey to Jim Bob, Joe, and Terry, Tyrell, and Jade in Minnesota. Oh, sorry, that's Jesse the Body. It's not the Army Man. All right, they're shooting a cannon at the Superstars taping down the road, predating the DX attack on Nitro. Here
So
we
that was
go.
retaliation, then, is what you're telling me.
It was a preemptive strike. We just didn't realize it.
Their 214th birthday. It's indeed a privilege for us to be here. And ladies and gentlemen,
214th birthday. Are you talking about Bob Caudle?
We will be seeing a Dragon Shy demonstration.
Oh.
Yes, I would love to see a drag, because Gary Hart carried on about Dragon Shy, and nobody knew what the fuck this was.
Isn't that a T?
I would think so. That's what it sounds like.
And Muda doesn't even get to come out with his damn mask.
No, because you just still seen white tape stuck to it.
Like they couldn't just switch the order so they could have done...
He probably went to slid it on and felt all that sweat in there, and Muda's like, nah, man, I'm good. We're going to go commando on this one.
Hey, it's
All
Trent
right.
Knight!
Trent Knight and Mike Justice. Hell yeah. The two, they were just this close to getting picked as the second Freebird, and neither one of them quite made it. So,
Well, I hear it was going to be Lee Scott, but he wasn't there that night.
kind of like how Butch Reed missed his Intercontinental title.
Exactly.
The great Muta says that this is not competition for the great Muta in a Dragon Shy match.
Muta.
The great Muta says you're nothing but a gaijin. And you're
Oh.
nothing but a
Whoa.
gaijin. If we
That's
are
Japanese for
going
homo
to
or something.
I know.
Whoa, they just got pelted with something. I guess they fans like, oh, we don't want no guy jeans here.
the Dragon
Sissies. Get the dude all bowed up. Like, what are you talking about?
like the Sting. We want somebody like Eddie Gilbert. He said no longer will he embarrass himself by beating up gaijin American wrestlers such as yourself.
After that 12-minute debacle against Stephen Casey, he's not wrestling jobbers anymore, is what we're saying.
Very cowardly.
In Japan, if you know anything about the Orient, the women know their place. And the great Muta said,
Jim Ross like, tell me more.
Americans hide behind their women. They allow their women to do their fighting.
Look at all that sweat on Gary Hart's head.
Right?
It is so ridiculously hot in there. You know, Muda's is like, oh my God, my face paint's melting. Get this over with. Stop talking. I didn't say all this. Oh,
Not Trent Knight.
Eddie Gilbert just burned up Trent Knight. That's a shame.
Hell, that fireball may have been cool and refreshing in that building.
Eddie Gilbert's got a shirt made out of the same thing the Dynamic Dude's hats was.
Well, shit, you remember growing up in the 80s, fucking everything was that color.
Oh, yeah.
Or those
everything
colors.
fluorescent. Yeah.
We had those, remember those jam shorts that all the kids, like we had as kids that were like fucking, like all those putrid colors. And
Yeah. It was the thing of the time. Well, he's always nice enough to offer a shirt to rep this dude's chest in.
Utah. I'm a private first class. I'd like to say hi to my parents and don't forget to feed the dog.
All right, don't forget to feed the dog. Well, we didn't get to see our Dragon Shot competition because Eddie Gilbert come out and set Trent Knight on fire. Here we go. There he is, lighting the flash paper here. We're going to get a good, nice, tight shot of it. It's flaming off in his hand for a good long while, it feels like, in slow motion. That was a good size one. He must have used the whole fucking roll. God
You ain't
almighty.
kidding, Jesus. You probably should have
like, my God.
He probably should have done it with the guy that didn't have chest hair, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that would have been a good call. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Time limit. Introducing team number 1. First to my right.
Oh, shit. Is that the Italian Stallion?
No, that's
Is that Cougar J?
George South and Cougar J.
Oh, shit.
There he is in all his glory.
Gentlemen, his tag team partner from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. 225 pounds.
Cougars were built different back then, Gene.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, soon to be making their way
Cougar motherfucking J. Oh, boy, here they are.
USA. Total combined weight.
Oh, Lord.
And 55 pounds. The Ding Dong.
I mean, how did anyone think this was a good idea? And Jim Herd was like, this is going to be great. The kids are going to love it.
Well, remember, originally he wanted them to be hunchbacks, so...
Hunchbacks might have been better than this. Perhaps. I don't...
So is that ding or dong in the ring, Gene?
Let me get a good look here. I'll face the camera. That's dong right there. Don't ask me how I know, but...
I'd have to look at the other one to figure out which one was dong.
All right, we're definitely going to kill the sound so we don't have to hear that bell ringing. Because that's what happens. They got that big bell in the corner, and they ring it through the whole fucking match. And if you watch the mat throughout this, all those little bells around their ankles and shit fall off and are now in the ring getting bumped on, which is, I'm sure, that everyone else just loved.
So this was what, Richard Sartain and...
Greg Evans.
Okay.
Who had wrestled in Georgia as the Rock and Roll Rebels. They're wrestling like Jody Hamilton's Deep South Wrestling and different Georgia outlaw promotions, if you will. And they're actually around a little longer than I thought they were. Like, you get to looking around and like there's matches on WCW Pro where they wrestle skyscrapers and some stuff like that. It's kind of fun to watch the skyscrapers just decimate these two once they realize, like, okay, this ain't getting over. Let's just kill them and then move on. But look at those outfits.
I mean, look at the bells all over the ring.
I'm very disappointed. Like,
I thought he was going to pounce him there for a second.
Jesus, yeah, what's happening here? Double, oh, yeah. I mean, it's a wonder they didn't get over this kind of double team action right here. I mean,
this is standard 80s baby face
right.
offense.
Double Mike Rotunda hip tosses, which is rarely seen in this era. Fucking George South with the classic elbow pad up around his upper arm.
Which
usually just meant...
Oh.
Jesus.
Yeah, usually just meant
Beat your heart out, Stone Cold and Luthez. That usually mean that somebody was hiding a tattoo that gave away who they were in a previous.
Right. Yeah, I would say usually people were just hiding their Russian heritage with that.
Yeah, exactly. Or Harris brothers hiding their
Nazi tattoos.
Of course, perhaps most famous, Barry Darso.
Well, that's what I said, their Russian heritage.
But sadly, it was like a redneck tattoo that he had, like an eagle thing, which was weird. But my buddy Alan Steele, who had his real last name tattooed in his arm, so he went around with an elbow pad over the upper part of his arm for years. But, one of these, it wasn't the captain, but somebody, the other one that's not Captain's Corner that I always confuse, they had the ding-dongs on for a, Jesus Christ, a virtual signing, and they had ding-dong masks they were signing and bells, and I thought long and hard about getting a signed Ding Dongs mask just because it'd be an interesting piece of my collection, but I didn't have extra money that weekend to drop like $60 on a Ding Dong. Like, look at that maneuver.
That was a impressive half belly to belly. Oh, what is?
Whoa, shit! Elbow and knee drop.
He donged him with that.
I was gonna say, if he Alabama jams him, I will find a time machine to go back and kick his ass because Bobby Eaton deserves more respect than that. But he did a knee drop, so probably landed on one of those bells, and it hurt like hell if I had to guess. But.
Well, that was a shit show. Are we going to see the one fall down on the rope again?
No, they cut past that. Look at that. Macho Man Randy Savage, you got nothing on a ding dong there, pal. Look at this. Touches the side of his shoulder there. Well, good thing he had that pad on his upper arm. It protected him from that knee.
Yeah, it might have hurt a little bit. Wow, that was pretty bad.
Can you imagine Jim Ross and Bob Caudle being like, all right, we've got to somehow not shit all over this stupid ding-dong crap here in a minute. How are we going to do that?
All right, so we've seen the dongs. When do the creatures show up?
Oh, that's a Halloween Havoc specialty there.
I got you.
I don't think they show up to like 91 Halloween Havoc.
That seems
we'll
right.
Get there because they'll be there the same night as the WCW Halloween Phantom.
Oh, that guy.
Yes, and you'll never guess who he is till he pulls his mask off. It's
what he'd like to have right now.
Guts and glory. All right. Well, we didn't need this.
Say, unless this is a scene from Full Metal Jacket, I'm out.
Burt Prentice looked like he booked this with all these guys in short shorts jogging. Jesus. What are we doing? There they come. Beautiful Bobby. Sweet Stanford, as Steve Kern would refer to him, as Stanford Lane. Most people thought it was Stanley Lane, but no, it was Stanford Lane, apparently. And, of course, Jim Cornette not far behind.
Oh, we're wearing the yellow tonight, huh?
Yeah.
I always like the poofy arms on Stan's robes. That was a choice.
That was very. This may be his poofiest arms yet, right there. That is something else. I always like that coat with the tennis rackets crossed on the back. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Cornette always had some fun attire, if nothing else.
Yeah. This fan tried to get in the ring here. They're baby faces, and they got a fucking fan trying to fight them.
And Bobby's like, hey.
Hey, fella! We fixed to save your life. We're going to let you sleep it off. Ladies and gentlemen, here
Bobby.
Only Bobby would help the fan out of the ring.
Bobby, who has nothing to say, was the first one to come over and shit talk him when he got in the ring. Whoever was doing the graphics that night is awful. Half these chyrons don't even have a name on them. It's just a bar pops up briefly.
Yeah.
Fucking Paul E. looking like he's straight off of an episode of Miami Vice here.
Those fans pushing on the Samoans are stupid.
Lucky they didn't pull back a nub. Yeah, I got a feeling if that had still been the old heel Midnight Express and that fan jumped in the ring, that would have ended a lot differently. Yeah. Other than maybe for the fact it was on live television and they had just been in the middle of some pretty wild lawsuits over that kind of shit. Maybe not.
And that they were in an army base.
Yeah. But it's just funny, like, they're baby faces and they got somebody jumping in. Of course, I guess if I was going to pick a team to jump on in this match, I wasn't going to jump there and talk shit to the Samoans.
I would say, given the choice here, I'd fight Bobby and Stan with one arm behind my back before I fought one of the Samoans.
Again, no name, just a bar on the screen. What are we doing? Well, I guess we could have seen what.
Up in the hospital! And if you want to do it one more time, you miserable shot, I'll put my phone right down your throat!
Oh, shit. Good thing all these got quick reflexes because Cornette swung for the fences with that tennis racket shot. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a fucking chair just went flying across the front of the screen. Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
that didn't go so well.
Man, botchamania here in the beginning. White tights are not flattering on the Samoans. Just going to say that.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I always like the light blue on the Islanders.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime they wore these white tights, I was always like, that's just not flattering at all. Like, I always like that. Their drop toe hold into the elbow right in the back of the head. Of course, doesn't phase Fatu. He stands back up.
Well, that was part of the 80s when you couldn't hurt minority groups other than Japanese people by hitting them in the head.
Yeah, and it wasn't an insult. It wasn't anything anybody thought anything about. You know, just
way it was.
Look at this idiot. He don't know. You can't hurt him hitting his head, Jess. That's right, Gorilla. Those people have hard heads. Oh, man.
He just clubbed Bobby right in the mullet.
He sure did. Uh-oh, we don't get it? There it is.
Beautiful swinging neck breaker.
They're all just getting their shots in tonight at random times. I
Right.
like it.
Now Stan will come in and do some stupid looking karate and ruin it all.
How dare you? He's going to do this awesome move right here. Oh.
At least it wasn't the Russo's stupid leapfrog spot.
The All-American Boys.
And that was the best part of their gimmick ever. That song.
Absolutely. I didn't appreciate them back then, and I'm not a fan of them now. It's not like I go back and enjoy their matches, but I do appreciate how great a heels they were, being like playing obnoxious baby faces, but actually being heels, you know, like it was good stuff, but I still wasn't a fan of it at the time because they just didn't appeal to a 10-year-old.
Man, between us shitting on Dino Bravo and the Rougeos, we're turning off your Canadian fan base, Gene.
Yeah, people think we have like something personal against Canadians, especially French Canadians. But, you know, I like Bret Hart and Owen Hart and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Oh. Big clothesline there from Samu. Or no, it's Fatu.
It is.
I usually do pretty good at telling them apart, but
well, this isn't the greatest video quality of all time. So. Or I'm just not wearing my glasses, so it might not be the video quality.
This is about as high video quality as you're going to find from an 89 show. But I appreciate you having to help cover up my mistake.
Well, no, I'm really not wearing my glasses.
And actually, I haven't done mine full screen now that you mentioned that. I could see it a lot better than I am if I did that.
We're old.
Welcome back to Two Old Dudes Watch Old Wrestling.
Back in my day.
I remember when this was brand new. Oh, what the fuck happened?
We don't know how to work this technology.
We think everybody's seeing the wrestling. They've been looking at us sitting on the screen watching it for 2.5 hours.
That'd be really bad.
It would. Not surprising. I guess I'll just watch it like this because I cannot get it to go full screen. When I pushed the button I thought that would do it, it put us on the screen, and that clearly wasn't it.
Technology.
Yeah.
I miss setting my VCR, damn it.
If only my cat was a better producer.
All right. All right. So since the Freebirds won the first match, I have to assume that this is going to go to a draw and we're just going to award them the belts.
If only.
Are the finals of this tournament on this same show?
They sure are.
Oh. Okay.
They sure are.
Got it.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. The ring moved 3 or 4 feet there, Gorilla.
My God. He about knocked the Coors Light ring pad off the ring post, Bobby.
One of those would be delicious right now, Jim.
Oh,
Oh, the 5-arm. He hit the 5-arm.
Yes. Clubbered him in there, if you will.
Shades of Terry Taylor.
Yes, the tailor-made man, old Terrence himself.
Well, that was damn near shades of Brian Adias with that float-over Russian leg sweep.
Good call, Brian Adias.
Didn't think you were going to hear about him today.
No, I wish he'd have been the new Freebird. That'd have been a lot better.
Oh, that would have been great. Nah, fuck that. Michael Hayes and Almadrill, the Freebirds.
Oh, I'd take it for the promos.
Shit, hell yes. I'd pay money to watch that.
Oh, shit.
I thought we were about to have Fatu break a neck there.
It come close. He had to make that last-minute adjustment.
That may be the
Stan Lane's
fastest I've ever seen the Road Warriors move ever.
You kidding? Stan Lane jumps up quite pleased with himself, even though he really did nothing for that.
What a babyface win.
Well, and you thought we weren't going to see the Road Warriors tonight.
Yeah, let's watch Fatu almost break his damn neck.
It's like Fatu remembered halfway, like, I'm not supposed to do a splash. I'm supposed to take a slam. But he looked like they were rocket launching him like the Midnight Express does for a splash.
Yeah,
in case you don't know who they are, Animal's got his T-shirt on where he's clearly labeled the Road Warriors.
Either that or the gravity of Fatu's ass, didn't work for a second. Why are we just... Okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
All right. Glad they didn't edit any of these out.
Right.
Later. Oh, shit. We got the paratroopers coming in here.
Is one of them the new Freebird?
Should have been Sergeant Slaughter as the new Freebird.
Oh, that would have been great. All right, you maggots.
You can't handle Bad Street maggots.
You pukes.
You slime. You puke.
Bad Street down here in Iraq. By God, I'm so hot. All I want to do is drink a Coors Light and watch the Sooners.
Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and fuck off, Rick. I'm sorry. I didn't really mean it when I was challenging and all that. I'll just go fuck myself. Fuck you. Uh-oh. We'll show the world's most dangerous table pile driver here in a minute. Once we...
You had to wait till I had just taken a drink of Coke, didn't you?
Sorry, I couldn't see it. You were like saying all of a sudden. Oh,
fuck.
I don't know why, but it reminds me. I don't know how familiar with that old movie, Super Bad. But where Jonah Hill's like, all right, I'll just go fuck myself then. I don't know why I always relate that to Terry Funk here, where he's acting like he's about to leave. I was picturing him going, I'll just go fuck myself.
Why does Flair taking the pile driver where he does a goddamn handstand piss me off so much?
I know. It's like he's just doing a handstand and Terry Funk's standing there with him, and then it's the worst looking shit. Like, I would have never replayed it past the first time. I would have just described it very graphically and I hope everybody pictured something worse in their head than what actually happened.
And I feel like he does it all through the feud, even when he's not taking it on a table.
Yeah. Apparently... Ric Flair had an aversion to pile driver, which I get it. He had that plane crash and broke his neck and all that shit. But hey, let's talk about it on the front end. Like, hey, my whole thing's gonna be doing pile drivers. Yeah, I don't like to take pile drivers. All right, maybe I could pick another move then.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this feud based on me breaking your neck. Why don't I break your leg with a spinning toe hold?
Yeah, it's not like Terry Funk was noted for pile drivers exclusively before this. By God.
It's hot. Oh, the Triple Crown King of the Hill Battle Royal.
Oh, boy.
Are we getting one of those on this show?
They're just describing how every town on the Bash Tour was getting one of these things. And supposedly, the pay-per-view, all these guys come out wearing these cheap-ass are carrying these cheap ass crowns that they supposedly won in a 2-ring battle royal, and it's like, all right, Bill Irwin won one of these, Ranger Ross won one of these, George South, like, no. And you can tell how cheap they are because half the people are just handing them to fans as they're walking to the ring.
My question is, like, if you lived in the town where Bill Irwin won the battle royal, how pissed off were you?
Yeah, if it is true, if those guys all did really win, oh my God. Yeah, if I'm there the night Bill Irwin wins, I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Then again, I've seen, like, some of these, like, every once in a while you see, like, cards pop up for old WWF house shows, and you're like, if I'd been there that night, I'd have been pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the main event was, like, Iron Sheik against, like, Lanny Poffo, and I'm like, and that was the best match on the show. What the fuck?
Yeah, those C shows were rough, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right, we're going to see one-on-one right here. Terry Bam Bam Gordy against, take a guess.
Steve Dr. Death Williams?
You got it, Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Maybe they should
at least,
team up and enter the tag team tournament.
Yeah, well, at least we're not watching this on a Herb Abrams UWF, so surely we'll get a finish in this here. You know what I mean? We'll have a real winner. It's been so long since I've seen it, I don't remember. So I'm going to go into this thinking that, oh, look at this. He tried a Pearl Harbor job here by Dr. Death almost.
By God, he's dressed like a banana.
He's got his yellow and red on tonight, brother.
Well, they are in a U.S., like an America place. So good
what
Lord.
You gonna do, Bam Bam?
I wish we could, like, can you clip in that promo of Doc, like, spinning in circles from UWF? Like,
oh, track that down.
That was the best part of that whole God damn.
I mean, every one of those shows, or at least those promos, should have been like, this week's episode brought to you by cocaine. Because, I mean, we know Herb was on the cocaine, but God damn, there was not... I don't think there was one promo from Dr. Death that didn't seem like he was just...
I feel like he had the whole roster on the cocaine. So.
Yeah. Except for Bruno. Bro, I never did the cocaine.
Yeah, I was just talking about a... You know, Bruno was straight. He was the only person on the goddamn show.
I mean, even Uncle Ivan come off the top rope a couple times. It makes me think maybe he at least had a bit of a snout or two.
Bob Orton was fucked up trying to kill people with a superplex.
Yes, Bob Orton couldn't execute a superplex to save his fucking life. It's unreal.
Dr. Death was fucking batshit crazy on promos. And
nobody could get a win for in a main event for anything. What are we doing here? Are we having a conversation?
Mick might have been clean, but
yeah, because he was just naturally crazy,
right.
So he didn't need the help.
He's like, no, if I do coke, I'm not going to take any bumps.
Of course, Billy Jack was naturally crazy. I think we had both though. I think he was crazy and on coke.
He just loved the children.
And that painter's hat that looked awful. And whoever booked the feud with Colonel De Beers and the referee.
And the black referee.
Yes. That's our main angle, folks. All our focus is going on Colonel De Beers and a black referee that we can never pay off.
Yeah. Me doing this show with Gene is me making up to him. We were supposed to do the whole run of UWF, and what did I make it? 10 episodes?
Yeah. You tapped out after
I had to tap out because it was fucking horrible.
Didn't even get to the good stuff.
What good stuff?
I just assumed something had to get better eventually. Surely. It stayed on for like 52 episodes.
Yeah.
They're just waving out there like they're on a cruise ship or something like that. Hey. I mean, I admit this is not exactly... All right, there we go. I was about to say, this ain't exactly Gordy and Williams in Japan here with all these headlocks where it seems like they're having a conversation.
This is going to sound weird. Not that I'm watching out for it, but it must be hot in that building because you notice every time they show the crowd, like more and more people are half naked.
Yes. It's going to be bad by the end of this thing.
Right. JR is going to be out there with no shirt on. By God, it's hot.
Dude, he's just sitting there in a pair of boxers sweating. Bob, I'd like to jump into a pool full of Coors Light when this thing's over with, by God. Where's Stone Cold when you need him?
It feels like hellfire and brimstone in here.
It's gotta be Kane. No, it's just summer night in Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Some idiot booked this shit in June.
Jim heard you, cocksucker. Don't you ever? They just thought the ding dongs was the dumbest thing he did, but unfortunately, God damn, I dare y'all to do something. Come on. There you go.
I hit that clothesline earlier that shifted the ring back the other direction from that shit earlier. So from when Fatu hit the ring post.
We were seeing a lot of those slams float over into reversal tonight. We saw like 3 or 4 of them in the Midnight Express Samoan match.
Well, he floated over into the Russian leg sweep.
One of the times, yes.
Shades of Brian at
There we go. We're gonna get there's this little goofy spin thing. I wanted them to put him on a WWE game just so that can be one of the taunts where you just spin around in a circle like that. Run in place.
Run in place, spin in a circle. They need to put Lex Luger back in so they can have the pointing L with your finger. It's a taunt.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Are we getting the double count?
I think Abrams booked this match. That's why it sucked a dick so far.
Oh, wait, no, they're going back in.
Well.
They were just teasing in Abrams.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
We should start calling that. Oh, maybe we should start calling that pulling in Abrams.
Yeah.
It's like a new version of a Dusty finish.
Exactly. I was just about to say, poor Dusty got saddled with a Dusty finish. Abrams deserves every non-finish to be called pulling an Abrams. Look at that drop kick. My God, like Brad Armstrong and Jumping Jim Brunzell had a kid in a yellow singlet. Okay, that's not some of the best stuff we've ever seen Dr. Death throw right there.
What, lazy knees?
Yeah, but tapping him with his knee. Or he's like, hey, just because you're wearing yellow and red don't mean you got to do a bunch of weak-looking Hogan shit.
Brother.
The match of 1,000 reversals. God damn. Dive.
Yeah, Doc will go up for his 6:30 moon splash here in a second.
All right.
Here comes the double count.
There we go. No doubt this time because they're moving further and further away from the ring.
Gordy was like, fuck this, it's hot.
Punch me all the way to the concession stand, okay?
So I can get a nice cold Coors Light.
That's right. He ain't even looking back like, fuck this. It's like, we're not even going to fight our way to the dressing room. I'm just going to the dressing room. Wow. What an exciting finish to that one, folks.
Doc's like, wait a minute.
Did I make it? Nick Patrick's like, man, fuck you.
Wait, wasn't Doc just a heel last month?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was one of the varsity clubs, as a matter of fact.
Did we miss the giant breakup of the varsity club, Gene?
Yeah, there was some huge monumental Steve Williams babyface turn, I guess, in late May that we missed.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
we'll have to do his goofy running in place thing again. We missed that. We had to.
Instead, we cut to another one of these.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. Who's the NXT guy that got canceled? The black guy.
We'll return after these messages.
Relive the glory days of Memphis wrestling with the Retro Wrestling Review USWA podcast. Each week, we go back in time to review USWA Championship Wrestling from the 1990s, episode by episode. Join us for watch-alongs, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive interviews with people who were there and lived it. Whether you grew up watching it or you're discovering it for the first time, this podcast is your ringside seat to Memphis wrestling history. It's all a part of the WrestleCopia Podcast Network. Listen now at USWApodcast.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, the podcast that's based on the old school, but can still help you find the good stuff from today. Jimmy Street and the Plastic Sheik, Jared, are the undisputed tag team champions of the wrestling podcast world. From thought-provoking topics to superstar interviews to action figure expertise. This team does it all. and all they ask is, give me back my pro wrestling. Every other Thursday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Tired of the same boring wrestling podcast? Need something with attitude, chaos, and maybe just a little cussing? That's stspod.club, and we got it all covered. We've got wrestling weirdness with WTF News Desk, 5-minute time limit, and the Southern Fried Brain of me, BT, stirring the whole ship. We also have rolling into Memphis every week about the current Memphis wrestling. Interviews, hot takes, and wrestling outrageousness so wild it might get you banned in 12 states. That's right, it's sdspod.club, or search all podcast catchers for Shooting the Shiznit, where wrestling podcasts grow chest hair. Not sure what that meant. Love my mama.
Pertha Watson?
Say my name. It gotta look like him anyway. It would have been a good joke if I could have said his name. He had the feud. Look, quit putting these up if you ain't got a name on them, stupid.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That's the guy who didn't get burned earlier with Trent Knight. He's not Trent Knight.
Mike Winner or whatever.
Yeah, or Mike Justice.
Mike Justice, that's it.
Yeah. So, all right. Whoever doesn't step in front of the fire has got to wrestle Norman the Lunatic. Trent Knight almost knocked everybody down to get hit with that fire. Poor Jim Ross, I got knocked on his ass. Yeah, this is back when Mike Shaw used to wear a seatbelt on his head for some reason.
Because that's what crazy people do, Gene.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. You wouldn't know. And then he follows this big golden key around.
I'm trying to think of what NXT got canceled near.
Velveteen Dream. That's the name I was trying to
think of. Yeah, that guy.
He did look like him.
Yeah, kind of. Wasn't he just a referee last month?
Oh, Teddy? Yeah. A lot happened from Wrestle War to Clash Guts and Glory, apparently.
So. Wasn't he just muck and sing last month?
I was just about to say, this time last month, he was muck and sing and Stampede. Teddy Long was a referee, screwing the Road Warriors out of the tag team titles, and now he's the manager of not muck and sing. Norman the Lunatic, a name you couldn't even say these days without getting in trouble, because we're not allowed to call lunatics.
I mean, I wish we weren't calling him that right now, because I don't want to watch this. But
or alternate reality humans or some shit now, I guess. I don't know. But so in your all-time list of all-time favorite wrestlers, where does Norman the Lunatic fall for you? Who would he be below? Let's say that.
Who would he be below? A lot of people.
Okay.
Who would he be above?
Above is what I meant to say. Yes.
Oh, I mean,
I guess where I'm trying to find a kind of a, is he above or below Dino Bravo?
Oh, above.
Okay. Wow.
He's above.
Well, at least this was short.
He's above Dino and Conan and Jeff Jarrett.
God damn it, dude! Come on, Jeff Jarrett. Killing me, man.
And Road Dogg.
Oh, it was a little key back then. Eventually had a big old key, but this is just a small key here. Which makes no sense, really.
Let's see, who else do I hate? Yes, I would watch that match 100 times over anything Conan ever did in WCW.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. And probably over any Dino Bravo match I could ever think of.
Yeah.
Even when he was young and he knew how to work and he was great. He had black hair. It's like, oh, no, that's key, man. That's key. So this whole song and dance is going to last longer than the match did. That you got these people who were paid to play orderlies here and roll a stretcher out. We had a 47-second match. We're going to have a fucking 4-minute debacle afterwards. No, I don't want to go back to Stampede. They weren't paid anybody.
Stu will take me downstairs.
He'll stretch me.
Get
Get on the stretcher, fat boy. I'm the stretcher.
I'm going to teach you how to work. Even my daughter Diana could probably teach you a thing or two.
I told you I wanted Bruce up last night.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna lay on the stretcher. Jesus.
Shit, these guys are going to work harder than he did pushing him back.
Man, you ain't kidding. I'm out there like, man, I was hoping he wasn't going to go for this.
Goddamn, couldn't we have got one? Like, couldn't Trent Knight have played this gimmick?
I was say, I wish Trent Knight would have come back out here, Burns and all. And, his opponent would just jump up off the mat and come out here and help roll him away.
Or tip over the stretcher.
Or the terrorist in a medical outfit, but still with Muda's mask taped to his head. Yeah, he's a terrorist, but his real job...
Then he'd be the orderly.
His real job, he's an orderly for the nut house. We're not allowed to say that. All right, man, we're really promoting this fucking Triple Crown King of the Hill nonsense. I'm not a fan of 2-ring battle royals. I haven't really.
What about 3-ring battle royals?
Oh, now you give me some World War III and have 60 wrestlers ranging from Hulk Hogan down to Viano number 8, and now we're talking some competition,
right? It's like, man, that ring has Randy Savage, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan, and that ring has Super Calo, Glacier,
and don't forget Laney Lane is in there, folks.
Does he still have Jericho's Loverboy tapes?
Oh, look at this. They got them some new fancy silvery shirts. They all got matching sunglasses. They got matching gloves. We need to hear a little bit of this.
Wonder if they're taking matching steroids.
Pay attention. We're going to lay down some new rules and regulations, and we're not following no rules that we don't want to follow. We're going to break whatever rules we want to break. And I'm going to tell you now, I don't think there's a tag team in the country that can touch Jimmy Garvin, Michael Hayes, or Terry Gordy. I'm going to say it again. I don't think there's a man walking the stinking face of the earth that can take Jimmy Garvin, Michael Hayes, or Terry Gordy.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Jim Ross. You know, we've been high up on Freebird Mountain. We've been
You could have just stopped with high.
Right? And look at Jimmy Garvin's shoulders, dude. He is definitely juiced to the fucking gills.
Oh, yeah.
That we've got it down. And as far as you, Steve Williams, you want to be the All-American boy. Well, let me tell you something, boy. You're looking at the Big Daddy right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fellas, we're running short on time. Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
All right, why do you do a Freebirds promo and not have Michael Hayes talk?
Threw everybody a curveball there. Oh, look who's on his way to WCW.
Oh.
In real life, this was Rocket by Def Leppard playing in the background. Now we have like elevator music. But Flying Brian is on his way to WCW. Just a throwback to the classic overtly gay videos of the 80s for the Fabulous Ones and stuff they used to do in Memphis, where it's like, who are you directing these towards exactly? Like,
what, you're telling me that Steve Lane and Stan Kern wearing Speedos didn't make you excited to see them wrestle?
They did not, and seeing Pillman here in the gym's not doing anything for me either.
Well, just remember that a mark is a guy that thinks OJ didn't do it.
Smart marks.
Eric Bischoff! Or should I say, jerk off?
Good times.
Oh boy. It is an Australian style
Oh
tag team
no.
match. It is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit.
Sad thing is, I don't think that's replacement music. I think that's the shit that were actually.
No, that was,
coming
I
out to.
remember. Sullivan's little ponytail is hilarious.
I know. It's too hot for him to wear the evil robe tonight. So.
Fuck you, Pot, and I ain't putting that on.
Mike Rotundo toughed it out and wore his Letterman's jacket, or else he has no gimmick at all.
Where's his captain's hat?
He's got half a perm in his hair. Oh, he's not a ship captain yet. He's still a team captain. So at this point, the Steiners in real time are coming out to Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses.
Remember that, too.
So, all right, well.
I bet she's sweating up a storm in that thing.
Boy, you ain't kidding. Still managed to keep her hair standing up, though.
So this is our first time seeing Scotty wrestle and on this watch through.
It is.
This is before he got the matching singlet, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a stretch there through past the pay-per-view in July where he's still just yellow trunks and...
No knee pads because he's crazy.
Yeah. Tundo's got half a perm going on here. Or maybe it's just the humidity. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be the case.
A lot of tag matches on this show, and surprisingly, only a couple of them are actually part of the tag team title tournament. The rest are just random tag team matches here. So,
it always amazes me going back and watching. Like, you think about like Big Papa Pump Steiner, and you're like, God, he was on steroids. And then you look at him here, and you're like, all right, he's always been a fucking monster. Like,
yeah. Yeah, something about the singlet kind of hid something, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
As soon as he started wearing the singlet, he didn't look as jacked as he does here. Not to say that he didn't pack on a bunch of
he
muscle
definitely
in his upper body as Big Papa Pump, but still.
I mean, he claims he never used steroids, and
okay, Scott.
But I always enjoy his story about how he told WWE if they wanted to drug test him to have Hunter come with the limo and they'll both go and get tested together.
That is a great response. Whether it's true or not, I don't care. It's still a tremendous story. So I guess this is what the Varsity Club is down to by now. Dr. Death is singles babyface. Spivey is AWOL until he suddenly becomes a skyscraper not long after this.
I would say that has to be either happening or have soon, because I know by the bash they're a team.
Yeah, at this point, we've turned Teddy Long into a manager. He brings out Norman for a few weeks, and then he introduces the skyscrapers. And Scott's trying to get everybody fired up for Rick to come in. It didn't look like anybody was overly excited about it, but it still happened.
I figure by this point they're all burned out from being so goddamn hot.
Oh man, at this point, I don't know. I would really want to see that Steamboat and Funk match, but at the same time, like, I don't know, man. I think we've seen enough.
I'll never forget. We went to a Ring of Honor show in Dayton, Ohio, and the main event was Danielson and Homicide in a cage.
Oh.
But because of the fact, and this was in like fucking July, and it was a tiny building, there was air conditioning, but it wasn't enough when there were hundreds of people in. And because the main event being a cage match, they didn't take a fucking intermission until right before the main event. And those old ROH shows would go 4.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
So we are fucking dying. And I was like, I really want to see that main event, but oh my fuck. Like, we were literally, there were points, there was one match that wasn't so great where we were literally doing intermission, clap, 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 clap. Like, I forget who the poor bastards were that got that, but like, yeah, it was fun. So I can only imagine like how these people are feeling.
Yeah.
And that was Ohio in fucking July, not goddamn North Carolina.
Yeah. But I don't know. I can't remember a show where I've seen where it looked like the people were packed in so tight. It's like, usually they look a little more spread out, but it looks like everybody's just on top of everybody for some reason.
Yeah.
Now, at this point in 89, I'm moderately a Steiners fan, but eventually, like, in say another 8-9 months to a year, they become one of my favorite tag teams.
I don't know that I would ever put them as my favorite tag team, but I always enjoyed watching them. They always had fun matches, and they were knocking the shit out of people. So,
yeah, like I don't know, somewhere around the time of like the Doom feud, and then when they started like bringing in the Japanese guys to wrestle them, the way they would just like beat the shit out of those guys and throw them around, and I don't know. That's when I started looking into trying to find tapes of their like Japanese stuff and everything, and then I don't know. At one time, they were probably one of my favorite tag teams. Like I used to always say that the big dream tag team match I wish could have happened, but from a time frame standpoint, it couldn't happen. But if you could have had Steiners in their prime against British Bulldogs in their prime, probably in Japan, would have been an incredible match.
Yes, it would have.
But by the time the Steiners rose to fame, the Bulldogs weren't.
Yeah, Dynamite was broken by that point.
Yeah.
And Davey was growing out his fucking braids.
Yeah, Davy's growing his braids, and he was Big Papa pumping it up with.
Yeah.
I mean, god dang, dude, when he come back with those braids and doubled in fucking
right
muscle mass, it's like, holy shit, this can't be healthy for this dude. Like,
no, that's the thing with both Bulldogs. I mean, they were having some muscle mass was fine, but they were both fucking little. They never should have been as big as they were. And then Davey coming back, oh god damn, that hit him right in the shin
with no pad. That had to suck.
But I mean, even fucking Dynamite by like 89, like his frame was too. There never should have been that much mass on his frame.
And Benoit ended up that way.
Well, I was just about to say, like, that's like, yeah, I can't watch WWE Benoit, and partially because of what happened, but just he looks awful. Like, yeah, like. It is because of what happened. It's because of what I mean. But yeah, like I can still watch ECW and WCW Benoit, but like I can't watch WWE Benoit.
Yeah,
because you can just tell like he's just so goddamn juiced and trying to get through, and I don't like watching WWE Eddie for the same reason.
Yeah, yeah,
because
I agree with that.
There's just so much. They're too big. They're too fucking big.
But I know, like, when Bulldog had come back and then he was in that feud with the Warlord, both those guys looked like they were about to pop.
No shit.
You know what I mean? Like, that match looked like it should have just been sponsored by steroids because it was absurd how big those guys had gotten.
I mean, Warlord was at least... I mean,
not saying that taller.
Yeah, none of them should have been doing this shit. But yeah, at least he was a foot taller.
But,
and, like having, like, I've worked a bunch of and not saying, I mean, they were all doing it, but, like, at least, like, Barb never looked fucking ridiculous.
No, he never looked, like, unnaturally, like...
Right, or, like, Haku or any of those guys, like...
I was watching some Coliseum video a while back where it was Warlord and Davey Boy, and I just got to notice, and I was like, these dudes don't even look like real people. Like, they look like video game characters or some shit. Like I said... Like you said, Barbarian was jacked, but he didn't look unnaturally.
Exactly.
It was believable that dude could have worked out all his life and got to that size. Same with, like you said, Haku and some of the others. But, like, Big Papa Pump, Warlord, Davey Boy, some of those guys, it's just like, dude.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
And it's a miracle to me that Warlord's still alive because, God, he had to have used a ton of steroids in his life. And you look at most other guys from that era haven't made it, And
but
God bless him. I hope he's around forever, but it's shocking.
Look at how long Billy Graham lived.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people are just genetically predisposed to live longer than others, but...
Yeah. And the video's getting a little bucky on us here. Hopefully I restarted everything before we started, so I was hoping that would keep us from having any problem. And all in all, we hadn't had...
Oh!
Whoa.
Scotty Steiner going for the Bundy splash.
Oh, there's a chair in the ring. He's about to suplex him on it. Oh. But first.
A buddy of mine sent me a clip on Twitter of apparently for a while Bundy was using a pile driver on the floor.
What?
Yeah, I was like, does he ask for 12? Like, or 15. Like, I'm not sure what happens there. But yeah, it's the weirdest clip. Like, yeah, him using a pile driver on the floor. And there's several clips of him doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't seem right.
No, I've never heard of such.
I'll have to send it to you. Yeah, I was like, I messaged him back. I was like, 12. All right, so the finish was him getting suplexed ass first onto a chair.
Yes.
Of course.
Dreaded ass first.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's stolen right from Full Metal Jacket.
Yes, that's Rick Moranis from a deleted scene from Full Metal Jacket.
Hey, is that Omos or whatever that guy from WWF is?
Yeah, he's not full grown there, but he's 12. The hell, what in the world could Cornette have to say? Right
Carolina, the home of the 82nd Airborne Division.
By
and in the
God.
finals of the World Tag Team Title Tournament, it will be the Midnight Express and the Freebirds later tonight. Let me just say one thing about what happened with the Samoan SWAT team. The Midnight Express have never asked for any help from anybody, but we're smart enough to take a little when it comes along and capitalize on an advantage, and that's what we did. And, Paulie, that's what I told you we were going to do, win one way or another. Now, the fabulous Freebirds. Michael Hayes, you talk about how many girls you got, how many broads you... These guys here in the Army know more about broads than Michael Hayes will ever dream of.
Okay.
And I've seen the women the Freebirds go out with.
What a babyface line.
Express ever woke up next to one of them, they'd gnaw their arm off at the shoulder just to escape without waking the beast up. But tag team wrestling, the Freebirds, the Midnight Express, probably the two most legendary names in the history of tag team wrestling. The Freebirds 10 years ago were the sensation. The Midnight Express for the past 5 years. We've never met. Well, this time, the first one is going to the Midnight Express. We're going to be the World Tag Team Champions, and I'm going to be right here to make sure the third Freebird doesn't interfere in that match. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you make sure Terry Gordy doesn't interfere with Cornette. I was about to say that line he said was probably going to be offensive to all the women there, but it's a pretty much a sausage fest for the most part there. You see like one woman to every 20 guys there, so I guess that's why it got a pop.
Who in the fuck is this guy?
Of the United States Army. As Americans, we're all proud of the young men and women who sacrificed to serve our country. We in North Carolina are particularly proud and honored.
Oh, he said North Carolina.
One of this nation's outstanding.
I mean, they at least could put a blank bar that says WCW up there for us to look at and still not know who this guy
All of us
is.
are grateful for the job our young people are doing all around the world, especially at this time in our history. Special thanks to Superstation TBS for tonight's live telecast. We're happy you chose Fort Bragg in North Carolina to mark today's celebration.
Carolina.
That fella right there, definitely Southern.
Home of the Andy Griffith Show. All right. Oh, thank God. I thought we weren't going to get to see Bill Irwin tonight. But luckily...
What do you have against Bill Irwin?
I mean, just by 89, this whip-cracking jobber that they made him into, I just wasn't a fan of. Like, Bill Irwin was fine as a Super Destroyer and in UWF and World Class, but, like, they just turned him into just, like, an average jobber here, and I just could do without him. I mean,
but look at those boots.
That's another reason I hated him. Those fucking things up to his knees. God damn it. Sting still got the black fucking rat tail going on here.
Yeah, I'll take freaking permed mom boot Bill Irwin over rat tail Sting.
Well, you would be in the minority, sir.
I'm aware.
Ric Flair and mom-booted Bill Irwin didn't headline any Great American Bashes. Oh, here we go.
That referee just screwed Bill Irwin. He had a real good shot in this match, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he was going to win this thing if that hadn't happened. I mean, he's got mom boots, mom jeans, mom hairdo. I mean, he's basically somebody's mom in here wrestling Sting.
Hey, you know I like my Texas guys.
I know you're partial to the Texans.
I'll take my Bill Irwins and my Black Barts and my Ron Basses any day of the week.
I wish you was watching 91 Memphis with us, where the Texas versus Tennessee feud with Eric Embry as the ringleader of the Texans.
Oh, who else is on Team Texas?
Dr. Tom Pritchard,
Yeah.
Tojo Yamamoto with a Texas flag and a cowboy hat, which is just tremendous.
That's exceptional.
Miss Texas is their valet. And then the other members rotate. Like they had the Texas Hangman, they left. And
I
then,
love me some Hangman.
Oh, yeah, I was happy for them a few weeks. They stuck around and they left. And now they have brought in, well, first they brought in Tex Salinger, which was a very green Dennis Knight before they changed it to Slazenger in WCW. And he looks just like fucking Danny McBride.
Jesus.
Kenny Powers from
Lovely.
Eastbound and Down. And he only stuck around for a couple of weeks. And now they've brought him in as Leatherface.
Oh,
and he is doing a tremendous job. Like, most of these Memphis Monster gimmicks is just dudes in a shitty Halloween mask. Well, he's got a very realistic looking Leatherface mask. He's got like the whole flailing his arms around like he's retarded or something, you know, like in the movie where he waves the saw over his head. So he comes into the studio with the saw cranked up and smoking and swinging it over his head and jerking around like he's, you know, deranged, and Dave Brown and them sell it like he's really going to kill him. And
nice.
It's I don't know, it's a great version of Leatherface. Now he ends up leaving and going to Florida, and enhancement talent Ken Raper takes over Leatherface. So Leatherface becomes like a foot shorter in the course of a week's time. One day Lawler's looking up at Leatherface. Next week he's looking down at Leatherface. It's odd, but good stuff. But Eric Embry, you know, they talk about the United States of Texas, and you know, and how Tennesseans can't, you know, hang with Texans and all this kind of shit. But Embry, I've really come to appreciate heel Embry during this run, because he's booking the show and he's playing just like the best chicken shit heel ever. Like, Lawler's out injured, and so every week Embry's talking shit about Lawler. Lawler ever comes back here, I'll keep him in that wheelchair and I'll put him out of wrestling forever. Lawler can't do shit. First week Lawler comes back and confronts him. Eric Embry's like, "Hey man, I ain't got no beef with you. I ain't got no beef with you, Lawler. Why are you coming out here starting on this?" He's talked about it for 8 weeks straight, and he says, "I ain't got no beef with you." It's funny. I don't think they knew that's what he was going to say, because Lawler looks genuinely like shocked and disgusted. He's like, "You ain't got no beef with me. What the hell are you talking about?" Great. So Bill Irwin tried to get his bullwhip in the corner, had his back to Sting. Stinger splashed him into the corner backwards and rolled him up for a schoolboy win. At least Uncle Bill didn't have to tap out to the... And I see Sting has the TV title there they were handing to him. So this is where he went wrong. He took time to hold it up over his head for, in slow motion, what feels like an uncomfortably long time.
Right in front of the referee, he showed everyone that he was going to hit him with the whip.
Look what I'm about to do. I hope he don't hit me from behind.
Those white things are actually part of his pants and not part of his boots.
Yes.
Huh. I never knew that.
I think that's like Texans wear those to, you know, avoid getting snagged by barbed wire and so snakes.
Oh, it's Gator Scott Hall.
There he is. Chico.
I bet that was filmed in like a gator park.
Yeah. He had been tagging with Steve Gator Kern, and they decided to make him Scott Gator Hall. Okay, we got more generic fucking...
Why do I feel like that was probably like a how or something whenever it was.
It was that oh damn, they played it all over everything back then. I can't think of how it goes exactly. The guy on the Suddy and Philly describes it as day bow bow chicka chicka, but that ain't exactly what it sounds like they're saying. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, it was in all those commercials, and that was in this. And oh, we got the running bulldog right there.
Chicka chicka.
Tremendous.
I remember it from a Twix commercial.
Yes.
Okay. You're just as old as I am, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, I go through these spells where I go through and watch these damn commercial compilations on YouTube from like the 80s and 90s. I'm not ashamed to say.
But you remember
Cody Rhodes back there, isn't he?
Oh yeah. It really does look like him.
It does.
JR was like, "Have Bob do this intro. I'm fucking hot."
I can't do another one.
Even Bob's hair is out of place. It must be hot as shit in there.
Oh, I think we're fixing to get the Lakers jacket promo here.
You think that was Flair's actual house, or they use another one?
It probably was his house, honestly, but who's to say? Jay Hard's got his suspenders on.
Oh,
He looks
those
like
are
he's
nice.
Gonna talk like that guy in that North Carolina promo. I'm here at the estate of one Ric Flair.
No, this looks more like, goddamn, like if you paint his face red, this could have been a Brother Love episode, right?
Nature
Brothers
boy,
and sisters.
I love you. He told me to stand outside. He ain't quite loaded enough yet to cut a promo. Let's go over here. It's been 20 minutes. Surely to God, he's got enough in him now.
He's inside filming cameos where he doesn't remember people's names.
Birthday cameo. Hey. He's like, how you doing, Gordon? Oh, by God.
I said I'd only talk to David Crockett.
How you doing, Fletch? Nice jacket.
Wow.
I'm sorry it took so long to answer the door, but quite frankly, I was looking for this.
I was getting divorced.
They had sent me this neck brace over from Walgreens, and I misplaced it. And so I had to find it, and I had to find these sunglasses.
And I was getting divorced.
And I've been divorced twice this morning so far. But yes, I do wear sunglasses in my home usually, most of the time.
You saying he wears his sunglasses at night?
Night and the day, it's easier to hide his drunkenness. He can't see his pupils of his eyes.
Looking at that Ric Flair right there, Gene, would you ever think that fucking 40 years later we would be at this thin-haired, crooked nose, wrinkled up, disgusting embarrassment of a Ric Flair that we have today?
No, I wouldn't have. I would have thought that he probably wouldn't have lived into his 50s at this point. But
wasn't he in his 50s at this point?
No, he's in his 40s here.
Okay.
Still a spring chicken compared to Terry Funk.
Hey, now.
Of course, Terry Funk was running around calling himself middle-aged and crazy at 50, as if he was planning on wrestling into his hundreds. But
he got close.
He's like, I really was expecting Tony Schiavone, and then they told me he's working for Vince, and so I guess I'll talk to you, Jim.
Would you like a Coors Light, champ?
Now, I know a lot of people are saying that pile driver on the table was the lamest pile driver ever shown on television, and I can't argue that, Jim. Oh, my God. I told him not to show it again, but they keep replaying it every week. You're standing on your head. You're like you're doing a goddamn handstand, Rick. Why do you take a pile driver like that? Well, I usually just turn that flip in the corner, run down the side of the ring, climb up the top rope, and get slammed. I don't usually take a pile driver.
Then I fall down and hold my hands out and go, oh, God!
Reverse a couple of figure fours back and forth and call it a draw. Don't really know how we're going to kind of finish. We're going to use. I don't have any horsemen right now to run in at the bash, so that's kind of going to be confusing. They say I'm a baby face. I don't really know anything about working baby face. I mean, I'm going to work that same fucking match either way. Obviously, it's the only match I work around the country with everybody.
You want to talk about the Lakers?
Have you actually ever seen a Lakers game, Rick, or did someone send you that jacket?
Actually, yeah. My good friend Magic Johnson, we like to go out and do ladies together. It's a thing we do. Disease-free, totally.
Well, I don't like Magic Johnson for the same reason I don't like Devon Dudley. I don't know if you've heard about that. We won't go into it here. Fucking Maven.
Put that cigarette out.
Oh, God.
Good Lord, could this be any longer?
I mean, there's no, Flair looks like he's just damn near in a coma right here. That's
We've
why
done
I keep just.
We've done our whole comedy shtick, and it's
Yeah,
still
I mean,
going.
nothing I'm really saying is really that funny. It's just mocking, like, the low-key, like, it looks like they're having... I mean, I think they would have a more animated conversation about vinyl siding right now if Jim was there to sell him some, you know?
They had to give Flair, like, 6 Valium with his fucking drink that morning to get him to be this low-key.
They're like, look, you got to act injured. You can't be flopping around. You can't elbow drop your fucking coffee table or any of that shit.
They had to
start
fly.
stripping.
They had to fly in his physician father to fucking administer shit to calm him down.
Like, which ex-wife's going to be there when we get there? He's like, fuck, I don't know. What about your kids? Kids?
What
I ain't
kids?
seen them in fucking 2 years. God, what could they be talking about all this time?
I don't know.
My curiosity is finally...
Right.
Deserves to be on a man that's in the ring. It deserves to be in the ring. It deserves to be in the public eye, and right now it's not.
I have to ask you this question.
I think he's talking about his Hall of Fame ring he hawked for liquor.
We're basically 24 hours away from the
I have
Clash of
to ask you
Champions
this.
is airing in.
Do you really wear fucking
Terry
ruse
Funk,
or were you
we're
just
watching this right now
saying that for a commercial?
on a monitor? What would you say to him?
Well,
Would you like a Coors Light,
my
Chief?
eyes right now, I wouldn't have to say anything. You know what I mean by
If
that?
Terry Funk was listening right now, I would say that I really didn't enjoy him in Over the Top.
I'd like to go ahead and say.
I really didn't buy him as a bodyguard in that. I would have been better. They should have picked me. I went out for that role. Sylvester Stallone picked Terry Funk.
I love that movie.
Oh, I do too.
Sure.
I saw it in the theater twice when it came out.
Nice. Lincoln Hawk's a pretty fabulous name.
Hell yeah.
Though watching it back these days, I'm like, God, that kid is so fucking annoying.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
He's the worst.
He's as bad as the kid in Dutch with Ed O'Neill. Yeah. I'd have left him.
Yeah, if I were Stallone, I'd be like, we're going to go ahead and have you go back with your dying mom, and I'm going to go arm wrestle, okay? Yeah, we can do that now.
I'm not even going to bust through the gate at your dad's house.
Yeah. I'm going to drop you off at the bosom, and I'll back out of here. Me and Ox Harley are going to go and have some beers, and you stay here.
Drink some motor oil.
Yeah. Shit, I gotta watch that again now.
I know it's been a few years since I watched it, but I love it. I finally convinced my wife to try out Tulsa King, and we liked it. And we actually sat and watched like the whole series while she's been down and out, and I've been at home. And we watched all 3 seasons like in the course of a few weeks. It's a good show. I recommend it. Goddamn Triple Crown King of the Hill Battle Royal again. They are plugging this more than anything else.
Now you got to get her to watch the rest of Stallone's movies and stuff.
That's a tough sell.
Start with Rocky 1. It's a love story.
She has sat through some of those Rockies with me.
Okay.
And it's almost as bad as me watching something I want to watch, like me mocking it.
Okay.
She's kind of the same way.
I gotcha.
And then she came in one night when I was watching like Rocky 5. And she's
well,
like,
Rocky 5.
She's like, is Rocky like literally retarded in this one? I'm like, yes, basically. That's what we're going with. Like,
to be fair, Rocky 5 is fucking terrible.
It's not good. I'll say that. I won't say it's terrible. I probably like it for reasons other than the way they intended, but I find it amusing in a lot of ways.
I mean, Go For It is really bad.
Hey, Tommy, I don't know. We went I was in high school. We went and saw that at the theater. And, me and my buddy went 2 nights in a row and watched it.
Just so you could make fun of it?
Yes. Well, the first night we thought it was going to be good. We realized it wasn't. Went back to make fun of it with my friends that were going. And then I went around for 2 years calling everybody Tommy. Like anytime somebody said, hey, Tommy, what are you doing, Tommy? You know what I mean? And God, my friends grew to hate that shit. Oh, I was relentless. And now nobody wants me to ever see it because if I see it, I'll call people Tommy for, yeah. So Rosie thought it was funny to come in and make fun of it when I was watching it, but then when she got called Tommy for 2 weeks, she was on the other foot.
Shit.
Goddamn, Bobby had to put his big poofy jacket back on again. I'd have been like, they done seen the jackets. Let's just roll out there.
We're going out there.
Just rock the yellow tights and call that a day.
trying to think if there are any Stallone movies I like better. Over the Top might be my favorite.
You son of a bitch. Just laid out poor.
Corny was like, it's too hot, I'm going to the back.
Heyman, I'll quit giving you shit if you'll come out there and lay me out at the beginning of this match so I can get the hell out of there. Ladies and gentlemen. Michael Hayes then went and changed his breeches. He had on those stupid ones that were lace up down the side, and by the second spot, they were unlaced halfway down his leg in the first match. There's a horseshoe in there and a bunch of athletic tape.
Oh, look, it's the American males. I mean, the dynamic dudes.
Hey, what happened to Cornette?
Oh, man.
What did you say you want us to do? Pick him up and what? Help him out of here. Like all the way out of the building, or just to the dressing room, or
put
him in the car? Cornette's like, yes, put me in the car and turn the air on. God damn it. This has to be fun, being carried out by your armpits with your jacket up halfway over your head. I don't know if this is a rib on Cornette or a rib on the dudes, but nobody's having fun.
You know Cornette's dead-assing him for all he's worth. Like, for every single bit that he's worth.
Damn it, Shane, I got the heavy end.
And you know Shane's not lifting for shit either.
Shut your fucking mouth, Johnny. Look at this. Half the crowd are shirtless out there now. Good Lord. You were right. By the time the main event hits the ring, this is going to be like a show at the beach or something.
Like a bash at the beach?
Yes, it's going to be There's Gordy. He ain't even got his vest on anymore. Took his headband off. It's too hot for a headband.
That's bad.
All right.
Again, I don't know about you. You've worked a bunch of little shitty shows like I have. There have been nights I always wore all black when I was ring announcing. And there were nights where I feel like I took my shirt off and like water poured out. So,
oh yeah, like you needed to wring it out or something.
Absolutely. We used to work in this. It was a gym underneath a pizza place, which I know doesn't make any goddamn sense, but that was the town it was in. And it was so fucking hot in there that like I'd be ring announcing with sweat pouring down my face. And like I said, that black shirt, like I had it tucked in, and like where it was tucked, I just felt like there was like a pool there.
Yeah, it was terrible when you went to places that you already knew it was going to be like you've been there before last summer or whatever. You're like, oh my God, it's going to be the most miserable night ever.
And sucking. And of course, the stupid assholes that we worked for were too cheap to provide water for the talent. So
yeah,
going upstairs to the pizza place between matches to buy bottles of water.
Okay.
Assisted Enzugiri. I like it.
Interesting execution on that. So
now karate.
We're clearly out of the George Scott era where we would have 5 matches on a 2-hour show that all went 20 minutes apiece. This show has 10 matches on it, with the low end being around a minute and the high end being around 15.
Yeah, that is definitely my preference.
Yes, I have to say, some people believe in quality over quantity. Sometimes it's better off to have quantity because we weren't getting quality before. We were just getting a lot of...
Exactly. Now, yeah, you give me 5 long matches that are good, that's fine. You give me fucking Michael Hayes against Jack Victory and Lex Luger against whoever the fuck it was.
Butch Reed against
Steve Casey
for 26 minutes. Like,
yeah, exactly. No, you give me, like I said, whenever like those when we were talking about the old Ring of Honor shows, like if there were 8 matches on those shows that were all freaking 30 minutes long, but 7 of the 8 were awesome, different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, when all the matches sucked, different stories. Which now I think about like those like WrestleMania 6 where there's like 17 matches, like that's a bit of overkill. But
yeah, you start having matches where they're trying to find creative ways to go straight into a finish just to like Hercules and Earthquake and shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just to get everybody on the show, fuck it, just have a battle royal. Like,
yeah,
we don't need to have Jim Duggan, the Rockers, and Coco Beware teaming up against the Rougeaus for no fucking, two other guys for no reason, like just to get them on the goddamn card.
Yeah, like that's
have a
what
20
Survivor Series is for.
Exactly, and I love those shows, but if you're just trying to get everybody on the show, have a 20-man battle royal and call it a day, like they did at WrestleMania 4. They should have had a 40-man battle royal and not had that goddamn tournament. But
yes, goddamn, 2 tapes, 4 hours long, and it's never gotten better. Anytime I've ever seen it, I've liked it less than I did the time before.
I think the battle royal might be the best match on the show.
It really was in some ways. But, they finally got smart. Like, hey, we can just cram people in a battle royal to get them a payday.
Yeah.
But then the battle royal started getting put on the pre-show, which kind of took away the meaning. And eventually they moved the battle royal to fucking SmackDown. Like, it's not even on. The damn show was 3 days long, and the battle royal still wasn't on the actual show. Like,
that's what kills me about that. Like, you've got the fucking show's 2 days long, and you still don't have enough time. Like, this is what's wrong with your show. Like,
and I can't believe they've made SummerSlam 2 days now. It's like, I thought it was crazy to have a 2-day wrestling.
I'm surprised the Rumble's not
I did
a 2-day
prefer.
show.
They'll get there probably, and headline like night 1 with the women's Royal Rumble, and headline night 2 with the men's or something. But like, what was crazy is like, I would rather have had a 2-day WrestleMania than when we got to those like 5 and 6 hour WrestleManias we did for a couple of years there. That was miserable.
That was fucking brutal. Did that WrestleMania all day long thing back in 2000 not prove to you that we didn't want that?
Yeah.
Where it was just the same video packages for like 14 fucking hours. And that's the thing. If you cut out all this stupid bullshit, like, all right, here's the video package about why Roman Reigns is wrestling Cody Rhodes. Okay, here's the same video package about why Roman Reigns is wrestling. Oh, here, let's have a video package. Now let's have interviews with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes about why they're wrestling each other. Now let's have fucking 3 other people. So I'm like, oh my fucking God, just have the match. You could have had 6 other matches in the times it takes you to have all these video packages and the Slim Jim's fucking crunch of the week and the fucking KY jelly fucking slide of the night.
Yes. Those last couple of super long ones, I mean, I remember like telling my wife, I was like, can you imagine like your Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and somebody had to come wake you up and go, okay, it's time, and they've been there since 6 o'clock that morning. It's fucking going on midnight, 1 o'clock, and now they're finally going on, and the crowd's just dead. I mean, it's just like, please be over. There's definitely such a thing as too much of a good thing, and that's definitely
there is
what that
100%. And then, now I see this year the Rumble's in Saudi Arabia, and I'm like, really? So now you got to make 30 bodysuits for the girls because they can't show anything with their fucking faces and hands. Ridiculous.
Yeah, a friend of mine that I've done podcasts with for years now come out the other day. I consider it coming out somewhat. And told me and Josh he hates Royal Rumbles.
What?
Can't stand them. And when he does sit through one, he fast forwards from one entrance to the next. Hates a goddamn Royal. He's older than me. He's been watching wrestling forever. You think he can appreciate stories and all that? Hates Rumbles. I've never in my life heard such a thing.
No. And are you still friends with him, or?
I mean, I just found this out yesterday, so I'm kind of working through it still.
Okay. Yeah, that is. Wow.
I mean, I even messaged him after over. I was like, are you being serious? Or he's like, oh no, 100%. I've never liked him because he's like a huge shield for the current Memphis wrestling, and they had a Rumble on this weekend's TV, and I actually watched it because a lot of the EPW guys and girls worked there. So I was like, all right, well, I'll watch it. And so I brought it up on our Patreon post show after the USWA show. I was like, yeah, I actually watched the Memphis Rumble. Goes, oh God, I hate fucking Rumbles. And I'm like their Rumbles? He's like, no, any. He's like, I don't like I've never liked the WWF Rumbles. None of them. Like, not even like 92. He's like, no. I was like, holy shit. Like, I don't even know how to process that.
What kind of miserable wrestling fan are you?
I don't know. And I can't remember if it was him or someone else. I think it was someone else. But somebody told me like how much they hated the Survivor Series, and I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, we talked about that previously. Like, I mean, I guess I could see like if you're like, oh, I'd rather see like feuds and like not all crammed together. Like, I get that line of thinking. I don't agree with it, but how can you not like the fucking Rumble? Like,
I mean, I always like back in the day when it was 4 pay-per-views a year. Yeah, okay. For those not watching and just listening to us talk about other shit, the Fabulous Freebirds have just defeated the Midnight Express for the World Tag Team titles here. They're showing a replay of the finish, so we'll describe it.
Yep.
So Bobby is picking up Jimmy Jam, but Terry Gordon comes in behind the referee's back, executes a power bomb on Bobby.
Meanwhile, Stan is over in the corner punching Michael Hayes, and the referee's paying attention to that.
Yes.
Stan chucks Michael out of the ring, but doesn't turn around in time, and Jimmy gets the bullshit pin.
Yeah, so for the second time today, or tonight, whatever, Jimmy is the one to get the pin, while someone else set him up to win. But, whatever.
Yeah, sorry we ranted through that. We tend to do that about one match a show.
Yeah, and when I get to my, second or third Freebirds match, that's going to be the one almost every time. But
time for the funker.
All right, here we go.
But yeah, no, I can't imagine not liking the Royal Rumble. I mean, there are certain, like, if you were like, okay, you can only watch the 1999 Royal Rumble over and over again, I'd probably get to the point where I didn't want to watch a Royal Rumble.
I mean, there have been ones through the years that weren't as good as the others, but
yes.
I mean, to me, the fun thing about the Rumbles and the Survivor Series is there were certain people that were going to cross paths and interact that at no other point were going to.
Exactly.
And I found that to be fun, but
Amen.
Some people don't like fun. Some people
like the UWF.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh boy, here we go. Smoke. Here comes Ricky, and wait a minute. No kid? No Bonnie?
Hey. Well, he probably knew better. He probably knew Terry Funk would chase him out of the damn
arena. I hope Terry Funk's like, if you bring your wife out there,
I'll slap her in the mouth.
And I'll pile drive that little kid of yours, and he'll take it better than Flair, because his arms can't reach the mat. And then, ironically, his son's career ended in a neck injury, so irony.
Even Alanis Morissette didn't find that ironic.
Yes. Oh, there she is. She had to get on camera. You bitch. She looks considerably older than Ricky.
She does.
Shot.
They showed her out there in the crowd with that army guy, and he was leaning in the picture, and she's like, "Get out! This is my shot."
Yeah, this is about me. G.I. Joe.
She's like, "Fuck the army."
Just like, get out of the shot, G.I. jerk off.
Yeah.
All right, so.
All right. Funk backs him. I hope Funk does the teeter-totter spot in this match. I'm just in the mood to see it.
I don't remember, but that's a good chance of it, because
it's one of these days.
To entertain.
There's a Funk Barry Windham match from Puerto Rico that you and I need to do as a one-off one of these days.
Yes. I agree with that 100%. Oh. Big chop.
Funk's
so, we didn't really talk about this at Wrestle War, but, at this point, Funk's been off in Hollywood for a couple of years, kind of been out of the, American wrestling scene for quite some time. Unbeknownst to a lot of people, he had kind of popped up in Dusty's little Florida promotion for a brief time there, and he was always doing his Japan stuff here and there, but I don't know, it was kind of unexpected for him to be thrust back into a seemingly full-time role here in wrestling. And for me as a kid, I only remembered seeing him like on Saturday night's main event, him and Hoss wrestling Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog, and
right,
and vaguely remembered, because I didn't follow it close at that time, but I remembered seeing him on Memphis some when I was real little. So this was interesting to me to kind of learn about Terry Funk here.
Agreed. I never got Memphis, so I remembered him from WWF, and I had my dad to tell me, who he was.
Mm-hmm.
But I quickly became a fan because he was, like you said, very entertaining.
Oh, shit.
Big double chop. Well, one good drop kick.
Yes.
Big sell on the second one.
Yeah, watching that as a kid, I didn't really appreciate until I went back and watched it years later. And just, even like those Saturday Night's Main Event matches and stuff. And me and Ray on the Coliseum video shows going back watching like a fucking house show match with like him and Lanny Poffo, and he's falling all out of the ring and falling over the guardrail out there, and just he's so entertaining, and can make something out of nothing.
And that's why I will always pick Terry over Ric Flair for best of all time, because I feel like Flair had a variation of the same match every night, whereas Terry was always doing something different. Went from being, excuse me, technical babyface champion to crazy 80s guy to ECW 90s guy to, he adapted through how many different decades.
Yeah, that's true. There's you can make a timeline of the different Terrys from throughout his career, and he kept evolving and adjusting and turning into something else, where Flair was always just Flair. Like I said, he was and even when he really even couldn't have that match anymore, he was trying to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly.
Yeah. And that's like babyface Terry Funk was very different from heel Terry Funk. And even as he got older, like in ECW, like that babyface Terry Funk would be different from a heel version of the same Terry Funk. Whereas I feel like babyface Ric Flair was just Ric Flair cheating slightly less.
Yeah. Or cheating while the fans cheered him on.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what he watched.
Yeah. Babyface Ric Flair was Ric Flair without the Horseman.
Yeah.
Or at points. And some points it was him with the Horseman.
And, just, gosh, to see Terry Funk at this stage in his career, and he was great, but, he was wrestling, and then you fast forward a couple of years, and you see him in those death matches in Japan, exploding death matches, and, him and, God, I'll never forget, him and Sabu just tied up in the barbed wire so much they had to stop the match and cut them out, which is just, crazy to watch to this day. But you never knew what you were going to get with him. You may have thought you did, but you never knew.
That goddamn horse. Terry punching a horse live on Thunder,
that little the early 93 ECW run when Eddie Gilbert was booking ECW, and he was sending in those great promos from Texas, and there's him standing at the back end of a horse, and the screenshot puts Terry Funk into him, and then it puts Eddie Gilbert over the horse's ass. Yeah, he just took a crazy bump from Steamboat, whipping him into the corner. And you go to the fucking Beyond the Mat where he goes and visits that doctor, and the doctor's like, there's no medical reason why you should even be able to walk right now. And he had how many more years of a career after that?
Oh, yeah.
15? 20?
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's falling off.
Steamboat's like, what the fuck?
He's like, I don't even know what to do with that. Now I'm just standing up here like an asshole.
Shit, I'm surprised he didn't flip over the guardrail.
I know. But what's funny is like Terry Funk and to a degree Dick Murdoch. could do these big, over-the-top, crazy, silly selling. Like a guy could punch them, and they could wobble around, stagger, fall backwards over the guardrail, stand back up, flip over the chairs, and fall over themselves, get their head hung in one of the chairs, stand up with it around their neck.
Yep.
And it's still not like, oh, God, this fake wrestling. It's
right?
funny, and it doesn't hurt the business somehow. And it should. Like, if you describe what I just described to somebody, they're like rolling their eyes. But like, if you see them do it, it's entertaining.
Fucking, I think it was I want to say it was the barely legal ladder match where Terry was doing the fucking curly spin in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
or Terry putting the goddamn ladder on his head and spinning in circles.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I remember hearing him
killing people with it.
I guess I've heard Stevie and Sandman over the years in interviews describe that, it's like, and then I'll get the ladder and I'll spin around. And they're like, and it sounded silly as shit, but what are we going to do? What are we going to tell Terry Funk? No, he's like, but the crowd ate it up. Like, it was awesome. It's one of the most memorable spots of the match.
And it looked like it sucked for them.
Oh, God, yes.
Because he couldn't see a goddamn thing.
Yeah, it looked rough.
I mean, not that Sandman remembered any of it, but poor Stevie.
No. God, that match, and this is going way off in left field again, but it just made me think of it when you said that. That match and it's on one of the Mick Foley WWE DVDs, but that match from ECW where Foley's wrestling Sandman and a fan hands him a frying pan and he cracks Sandman over the head with it, and he's just in another world, and like he's supposed to take a pin and he keeps kicking out. Like he will not stop kicking out. And Foley's like, the match just kept going and going and going. He said because he was so out of it, he would not stop kicking. He's like, I'd do something to him. I'd go, stay down, and he would kick out. Like,
I remember Foley saying, because usually they handed me cheap frying pans, and this one was cast iron.
And man, you can see it too. Like you can look in his eyes on that video, and he is in another freaking world, dude.
The one time it wasn't his fault.
Yeah. Because he was already drunk to start with, and then he gets
concussed all this
dome
shit.
caved in with a fucking frying pan.
And I'm sure you've heard Sandman tell the here lizard stories.
Oh, he's a funny dude.
Oh, yes, he is. And Terry just took the pile driver Ricky just took the pile driver properly.
Oh, Nick Patrick got crunched in the corner. Terry's going to shoot him across, up and over.
That was an interesting bump. That was like half a Sergeant Slaughter chest bump.
I feel like Terry, as he whipped him, probably said, go out of the ring. And Steamboat's like, okay, like this, I guess.
And for anyone that doesn't think Sergeant Slaughter is athletic, I point you to the Sergeant Slaughter chest bump in the corner.
Yes, that he did in every match for 30 years there at one point. Pile driver on the concrete floor. Mr. Steamboat by Terry Funk here.
And he didn't have to do a handstand to take it.
Did not. Took it like a man. And now he's trying to help Nick Patrick back up so he can make the count.
Hey, if you could just get up there and count him there.
Quit selling, dumbass.
If you could just go ahead and...
Just go ahead and count him out. Poor old musclehead comes out here. Gonna suplex him back in the ring. Yes. Not playing. Come over here and count this guy down. 1, 2. Oh, Steamboat got a shoulder up. You dumb son of a bitch.
1, 2, he got him. No, he didn't.
There were some rough looking punches.
No shit. His punches are up there with Lawler's.
That's another Foley quote, too. He's like, I always wonder how Terry Funk made his punches look so good. It's because he's knocking the shit out of you.
And then I felt them. All right, Terry's going up top, and it's not for the moonsault. I'm a little worried.
It's going to be the old... The old Superfly Snuka there.
The old dive to the knees. And then we got this dipshit in the yellow shirt in the front row.
Sit your ass down, you goober. God.
He's definitely from North Carolina. And I say that loving North Carolina and hoping to retire there one day.
You can tell his heat's taking his toll because Steamboat looks more wore out in this 10 minutes they've wrestled here than
the hour.
60-minute match.
Right.
Flair. Oh. Terry's Funk's in trouble here.
He is. Oh.
Okay, I've never seen Steamboat do that quite like that before, but
the tight pulling gut buster.
Going up to the top rope, you know what's coming.
The double chicken wing move?
The old crossbody.
Oh.
No.
Well, you were wrong.
Wow.
You owe me $1.
Oh, Ghetto Blaster.
The back brain kick.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch him in the head, but
Shades of Fighter Hayabusa.
Yeah, it was no Bad News Brown on that one, that's for sure. Bob Cottle's like, get off my jacket, you fucker. Terry Funk's like, if it wasn't so hot, I'd put that jacket on.
I always enjoyed Terry fucking with the announcer. Oh, he's got the mic.
That clip where Mel Phillips put his fucking cowboy hat on.
Oh,
when he was taking his... Oh, that's a fun one. All right, cracks him in the head with a microphone.
I assume that was a DQ, yeah.
DQ, referee's waving him off here. That's great. Of all the things he could have hit him with for a disqualification, it's the microphone. So, Terry decides he's going to get his money's worth. He grabs the microphone. Wait a minute.
Is that Flex Fluger?
That's made in the USA, Lex Luger.
He doesn't work here.
On the PA, public address system.
By God.
Let's see if he draws the lines here.
Oh, yeah.
And the crowd with that chant of Luger, Luger.
We'll fix this. Hold on. Luger actually seems to be over these people. Let's correct this.
There's been a lot of talk, but I have some problems lately. Some problems with my arrogance, maybe. That I'm too cocky.
What arrogance? You don't have perfume and cologne.
Problem with maybe too much ego, a lot of ego.
Oh, look, it's blank.
Again.
All I got is a lot of pride.
They really just want us to know we're watching WCW.
Yes. All right.
You think he'll clothesline him?
No,
He
no.
clotheslined him. By God! He clotheslined the Coors Light right out of him.
Why is he doing this? You son of a bitch.
He just wanted to take him out for a cold Coors Light, and he hit him with a clothesline.
The rarely seen Lex Luger heel turn. God bless.
That'd be like a Big Show heel turn.
I was going to say, it's ironic they were tag partners for at one point because they have to be like neck and neck for most heel turns other than maybe, say, Austin Idol in Memphis or something. But, oh, look at that bastard.
Hit him with a weak chair shot after that hard match.
My biggest gripe about the Great American Bash, and I'll save it until we cover that on the next show, but it makes no fucking sense to this day, but we'll have plenty of time to talk about it when we get to the Bash.
Gotcha.
Human torture rack there, got him up in the backbreaker. Yeah. Much like some of those guys we were talking about earlier.
You don't think Lex was natural?
Your number one contender.
Now, Gene, you don't think Lex was all natural? Because I hear all natural leads to strokes.
Lord, I'll tell you, man, he was big here, but then around the time he was leaving WCW in 92 to go be in that WBF, he packed on like another 50 pounds of muscle or something. It was absurd. Oh, Sting doesn't have his...
Wait a minute. You don't think that the
bomb.
WBF was a legitimate steroid-free bodybuilding association?
I'm going to go on a limb and say no.
You mean you don't think they were all just full of natural IcoPro?
They were full of something, but I don't think it was all natural IcoPro.
It's the world's leading. I just figured they were all full of like Stacker 2 and IcoPro.
Stacker 2.
Did I ever tell you my buddy has a theory that Stacker 2 was just all the leftover IcoPro repackaged?
That's a solid theory, actually, because you got to wonder where all that went. I mean, you know.
Soldiers here at the 82nd Airborne, we certainly appreciate
Look how disheveled they look.
Set proudly in the offices of World Championship Wrestling, and may set in the office in the
like here, we got another 2 minutes. Talk about this statue. I mean, they look, they can barely stand up.
Right.
First and foremost in mind, it was a great opportunity to be here. We saw new World Tag Team Champions crowned.
And all these assholes in the background.
One contender now for the World Heavyweight Championship.
That one guy's got a rag on his head, like not like I don't mean that right. Like he was like they're hot. They got shit on their heads. They're so hot.
As we mentioned, fans, the fabulous Freebirds are the new World Tag Team Champions.
I've never seen JR's hair that out of place. Like
no, he looks like he's been through a war.
No shit.
Are the champions for the first time in the NWA.
What the fuck is with the statue?
I don't know. Like Bob's holding on to it like his life depends on it.
Like if you don't get this back to the office, we're going to send you to the AWA.
Oh God, I'll hold on to it for dear life.
As well as Terry Funk. I think both of them are probably looming in the mind right now of Rick Steamboat.
Bob, thank you. It was great to work with you again.
Enjoyed it, Jim. Had a lot of fun.
Fans, it's almost time for a Coors Light, but we leave you. We want to show
there
you.
There it is. One more. One for the road, if you will.
Thanks for being with us. We'll see you Saturday night.
I bet they had several on the road.
Come on, Terry. Just nail him with him. Lead them.
All right, there it was.
Wow.
Clash of the Champions 7. Guts and Glory. So I did find my original list of questions that I was going to ask at the end of these things. I actually had it prepared this time, where the last few times you've had to ask me because I was totally unprepared. So that being said, after having sat through just a hair over 2 hours of that Clash of the Champions, the number one question is, what was your least favorite part of the show? It could be anything, any minor thing. It could be the chyrons on the screen with no names on them, just whatever bugged you.
I think we're going to go with a little too much Jimmy Garvin.
That's fair.
This version, like I said, I growing up, I liked older, gorgeous Jimmy, but Freebird Jimmy was not my cup of tea. It was not my cup of dragon chai.
I can certainly agree with that. I'm going to say the Gordy Williams match, like, lived up to nothing that it could or should have. Like, it was just there. Like, didn't need it. Didn't need the few little decent things they did. Wasn't worth an extra 6 minutes of those guys clusterfucking around and then just walking out for the count out. But
sorry, I get you.
Exactly. So next question.
I was yawning thinking about that match.
So. Yeah, I don't blame you. What's your most favorite part of the show?
Oh, definitely the main event. They put on. It was a good time. Always fun to watch Terry, and I've always been a Ricky Steamboat fan, so two of them together were good. If I have to give a runner-up, it was watching poor Doug come out with that goddamn mask taped to his head.
Yes, and of course.
That was pretty amusing.
Getting to witness a Lex Luger heel turn, as always.
Oh, of course. I mean,
a rare occasion.
I didn't remember him being a babyface up until this point, but
it's funny because, you know, he had turned babyface to feud with Wyndham. And then here they decide, well, we don't have anybody for Steamboat to wrestle at the Bash, and we're not going to turn him heel, so we turn him babyface. Then we managed to, on the other side of that, we managed to turn him babyface again. Sting gets injured, so we have to flip him, or no, I'm sorry, we've turned him heel here. Sting gets injured, so that's where we turn him babyface again to step in for Sting, and it's just like back and forth, back and forth. I guess for me, my most favorite part would be Terry Funk in general. I'll agree with that. Number 3 question, overall, and this can be any person who appeared on the show, who in your mind is the MVP of the show?
Probably poor JR.
Yeah.
I mean, had to sit out there in that Everybody else at least got to. I mean, I guess JR and Bob Caudle. The rest of them had to go. At least got to go backstage and. Or one guy was my. Actually, maybe Gary Michael Capetta. No, I guess.
Yeah, because even he could go back between matches if he wanted to.
So yeah, JR and Bob Caudle tie for that since they had to sit out there and sweat their fucking asses off.
Yeah, I'll co-sign that. Who could you do completely without on this show? Which may tie into your first answer. I don't know. If there's one person on this show you're like, you know what, you could have removed him from the show altogether, and I'd have been just fine.
Oh wait, no, my MVP might be Trent Knight. He did take that nasty ass fireball.
He did, and it managed to get him out of having to wrestle any matches later on the card, which was pure genius on his part.
I could have done without Norman the Lunatic.
That's fair. I'm going to say,
on his head.
As far as who would I like to have seen just removed from the show altogether, because it was so long and it droned on forever and it did nothing. I understand why he was on the show, but for me personally, Ric Flair, like we could have skipped that whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's a
good
call.
It just felt like it drug everything. At least Norman's thing wasn't.
Yeah,
that
Norman
long.
was only a minute long. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Goddamn, that Flair promo went on for fucking ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes, that. I mean, sorry. That.
So, this show all around, would you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
It's the best Clash we've watched so far, so I guess I'll give it a thumbs up. Can I give it a thumb in the middle?
Yeah, it's an option. You can do that if you want.
That.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up strictly because of the Terry Funk match brought it out of the gutter. Like, it was up and down for me. There's some good things, there's some bad things, and it's kind of up and down. But then ending on a high note with Terry Funk, I'll give it a thumbs up because, good Lord, it knows I couldn't have given, even though everybody loves the fucking 2 out of 3 Falls Flair match, I couldn't give Raging Cajun a thumbs up.
No.
I certainly wouldn't give that one that ended with that 6-man, them getting locked behind a chain link fence shit. That whole thing was awful. There was no upside to that at all. So yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. Bob gives it thumbs in the middle. And next up, we're going to be getting ready for the Great American Bash 89, the Glory Days, as they call it. So
I'll go ahead and give that a thumbs up.
I was like, we've already kind of let the cat out of the bag that we like that pay-per-view. So excited about that. And like I say, there's one thing that just makes no sense to me. It's always been my biggest gripe with that pay-per-view. And I will let it be known when we watch it next time. I'll see if you agree. Or if you can give me some justification for it, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
is it Bill Irwin winning a King of the Hill Battle Royal?
No, I've already voiced that. I didn't lose any sleep over that. But this has actually bothered me for years. Back to when I was a kid, back to when I was 12 years old in 89 and they did this, it pissed me off. It rubbed me the wrong way. So there's your tease for next time. So, folks, we appreciate you joining us. Like I say, if you're just listening on the podcast platforms, we appreciate you. But you really should think about joining the Patreon. You can watch these shows with us. Plus,
we'd appreciate you more.
Yeah, we'd appreciate you more. There's a ton of great content over there. All the podcasts come out early over there. There's a lot of other non-podcast content we had over there. There's a Google Drive full of all different kinds of wrestling videos you can pilfer. So check it out. Check it out. We'd love to have you. And is there anything you would like to say or plug before we get out of here?
Nope. Same shit I always plug. Watch our OWF shows, buy Gene's books, subscribe to the Patreon. That's all.
Yep. Since we've started this, when we first started, Doug and Tommy were not back doing their podcast, but Doug Gilbert and Tommy Rich's Dangerous Conversations has started back. You can find it over on the YouTube channel. We're already 2 episodes in, so make sure you check that out. And, of course, there's the USWA podcast I do each week with Brian Trammell and Josh Briley. And there's all sorts of fun stuff. So check out the YouTube channel if you haven't already, youtube.com/@Retro Wrestling Review. We are closing in on 12,000 subscribers, and we've got over 4,500 videos on that channel. if you like wrestling, there is something on the channel that you will like, I promise. And I can just about guarantee there's something on there you've never seen before. So check it out. We appreciate you, and we'll be back next time for the Great American Bash 89.